Alright guys, what is going on? My name is Tubby, and Nation, Eddie Guerrero versus Edge in a tables match at, I think this is SummerSlam. So why are we doing a tables match, Tubby? You're normally boring, you normally do a normal match. Why do we got a tables match up in this bitch today? Well, I want to talk in this video about, the WWE spicing the matches up a little bit. One of the biggest things that people complain about, and in this attitude era, this PG era, is the lack of different matches in the WWE. A lot of people say that it's not necessarily blood that they miss, it's the different types of matches that they have, because nowadays they're always one-on-ones or tag teams or triple threats. There's nothing really, to them except at the, branded pay-per-views. And I have to agree with that. I mean, it is very boring to always have matches. The only time you see Hell in a Cell is at Hell in a Cell. The only time you see a Money in the Bank ladder match is at Money in the Bank. And I never really had a problem with Money in the Bank. But as a pay-per-view, I would have preferred it to be at WrestleMania. That way the champion could go for either title versus, having to stay with their brand. And then it's kind of a downfall, and now you're starting to see a resurgency of different types of matches. Like, I'm pretty sure, I think it was Wade Barrett and Randy Orton that just had a tables match after TLC, and it wasn't even TLC anymore. You had, Undertaker and Triple H. Undertaker has been trying to challenge Triple H, and Undertaker, was really getting under his skin. Triple H finally said, "Fine, but we're going all the way in a Hell in a Cell." And that's not at WrestleMania. That's not at Hell in a Cell, which is good. And I'm wondering if we're going to start seeing a resurgency in types of matches that are going on in the WWE. We had an ambulance match, which it made its purpose. I want to say that. A lot of people were complaining that, why build all that up, just have Super Cena win. And I agree with that. But you have the biggest match of the year, The Rock versus John Cena. And why would John Cena be on a losing streak coming into WrestleMania? If he was injured or went away, he couldn't be on TV to promote himself. He couldn't be on to promote the WrestleMania. So it would not make sense, in my opinion. But a lot of people are complaining, like, it's just like it was when Batista faced John Cena. There's nothing different. And that's why a lot of people hate John Cena. And I have to agree with that. But at the same time, that ambulance match was pretty good. And a lot of people are going to complain if it's not in WWE 12. One match throughout a year shouldn't really constitute it automatically being in a video game. I don't know if I really want to see an ambulance match. I think it'd be cool, but I don't necessarily have to have it. And one of the things, with all these new types of matches, we saw the Miracle on 34th Street match between David Otunga and Randy Orton last year. And we're seeing a variety of them, and I would like to keep seeing a variety of them. I know the one that they spiced up was the Usos versus, was it Air Boom or was it Epico and Primo. They had a tornado tag team for the titles, and I thought that was really cool. I'm like, that's pretty tight. Way to spice it up a little bit, WWE. And overall, I think the WWE is getting better. I don't think they're at the top of their game yet. I think they need to keep spicing it up. The pay-per-view lineup isn't even fully set for this year. They're still debating it. They've been pulling out bragging rights. They've been replacing it. They've been putting in all these other pay-per-views. So it'll be interesting to see what is the final lineup of pay-per-views, to see if we're going to have more of these gimmick pay-per-views, so to speak. Gimmick pay-per-views, not branded, I should say. If you guys had your choice of a gimmick pay-per-view, what would it be? What would your stipulation be? We already have TLC. Would you like to see a steel cage pay-per-view? Or what is your one you want to see, guys? Leave it in the comment section below. My name is Tubby. Hit a like if you could. Guys, Tubby out.